Hello, we're back with another marathon
Hi, we're gonna continue playing Sonic.
of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And before y'all ask, my camera's not working at the moment, so you're just gonna see my mouth move
Yeah,
only
it's in
for
the
the
middle
time
of an
being.
update,
Yeah,
but fuck it.
gotta find the keys. Hold up.
Yeah, I was saying it's a little bit too loud, brother. At the volume. There you go, much better.
There you go, yeah.
All right. Uh, the only thing that got on my nerves on this level was the freaking timer.
Oh, yeah.
Do you also get a upgrade here too? I don't remember.
I guess it's been a while.
Okay, so here's the thing that I've kind of noticed throughout the years. How is it? Like, on this level you play as Knuckles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the upgrade you have. Hey, look, I was right!
I was like, wait.
Wow. Hammer
Hammer
gloves.
gloves?
Increases your punch attack power. Now break iron containers with just one punch. Ooh, does this make you the One Punch Man?
Not really, but it's funny when you said upgrade and I just find it.
I know, because I kind of remember the upgrade. Okay, the one thing I never understood about like the piece that lets you that lets you breathe underwater. How is it that it's only useful for that level and that's it?
I don't know.
Other than that, it's like a piece of decoration. I mean, I remember when I was in middle school, one of the styles I would have was headphones. I'm talking about like the big headphones, like talk about like the Walkman headphones.
Oh.
I used to wear those for style and to of course jam out, because that was the style back then. I think that was the 90s, mid 2000s. Yeah, our headphones were first big, and if we wanted the small ones, it was the little plastic ones that always hurt your ears.
Yeah, those were extremely uncomfortable.
Yes. Oh, and then I remember my ears are hurting. I mean, it's already bad enough that I have a scar in my ear, so because of that, I tend to wax real easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to carry Q-tips around me to clean my ear. Luckily at work, they let me wear headphones, so I prefer working with music because it makes time go by faster. I mean, you could agree with that, right?
Yeah.
You listen to music at work too?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing though, I wear a mask, and this is funny though, because at work we have generators and they make a really loud noise. Not like a loud noise, but it's loud that if you want to talk to somebody you have to yell. So I wear a mask for a very particular reason. And then one of my coworkers found out because they found out the real reason why I wear a mask, just so I could sing while I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like at least like an hour before lunch, I'll go ahead and listen to all the songs from Has Been Hotel. I mean, I can sing my lungs out and nobody won't notice, but if you're like at least like 3 feet within my diameter, then you could hear me. And because I feel naked without a mask, and I'm like, I'm listening to a song, I need to sing. You know what I mean? You know what? Here's a random question. What song that... How can I explain? Okay, so obviously we heard parody music, right?
Yeah.
What song can you never listen to again because all you think about is the stupid parody?
That's a tough one. I wouldn't even know. The only song I could think of when they're playing... I automatically think of Last Friday Night, but except it's Minecraft.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know what song pops into my head?
What?
Okay, so I have different playlists. I have like a lot of different playlists. Like if I'm in the mood for rock music, I'll go ahead and listen to rock music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I even have video game music. I mean, I even have like horror playlists where I have like the Bride of Chucky soundtrack, the Exorcist theme song, etc. Okay, so I have an 80s playlist. And when that playlist is over, YouTube will recommend like a different song.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was jamming out to my 80s playlist, and then I was already finished it. And then it freaking starts playing Papa Don't Preach. You know that song, right? Papa Don't Preach.
Yeah.
That one? Okay. So, the funny thing about it is, every time I hear that song, I try my best not to sing. Because if I sing, I ended up singing the freaking American Dad parody. I don't know if you heard that one before. Have you seen that one before, the American Dad parody of it? It's, how can I explain this? You don't watch a lot of American Dad, do you? So
Clips here and there.
Okay, so to make things short, Roger's pregnant, right? But he is trying to birth Jeff because Jeff found out that he's in an alien body, that he wants to be human again because he wants to have a kid with Haley. So Roger had to eat his brain, and he became pregnant of him, right? And he starts parodying the song Papa Don't Preach, but instead it's Haley Don't Preach. But the part that always makes me freaking laugh is when he freaking goes, I need booze to sleep, and I made up my mind, whoa, I'm keeping my baby, I'm gonna keep my Tristan. So I always laugh my ass off. So because of American Dad, I can't never freaking hear Papa Don't Preach the same way again.
Dude.
Almost. I think it's in the middle. Dang it. A little bit up. Oh my gosh. Dig-a-tano, dig-dig-a-tano. Dig-a-tano, dig-dig-a-tano.
Okay.
Quick before the hyenas come. Chihuahuas. Wait a minute. Wouldn't an exclamation mark pop up if you're near it?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not like on the sea? Ah, there it is. You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Fuck.
You're like, get the key. There it is.
Now time
You're
to
over
find the
here
other
digging.
two. Yeah.
Does Rouge dig too?
Yes, with her foot.
With their feet?
Yeah.
How can you dig with your feet? And again, bats do have claws. What the fuck? Even though bats do have like clawed feet. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I always wanted a pet bat. Me and roommate, we would have the weirdest discussions. Like, hey, like, what if we have a pet bat? What are we gonna name it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We have random conversations. Like, I could say, dude, if I have a pet frog, I want to name it Grandmother Willow. And he will go, why? From the Brothers Grimm. I don't know. We decided that if we ever have a pet raccoon, that we want to name it Sly.
Why not Rigby?
No, I was never a big fan of Regular Show. I seen clips, but I don't know, Regular Show just never suits my interests. You know, and I had people, hey, wasn't I complaining saying that mouthpiece wasn't gonna come in handy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was never much of a Regular Show person. I mean, the jokes are funny and they're more adultish. I remember when we were into Adventure Time, we would always see the San Diego Comic-Con because Cartoon Network always did something cool.
Yeah.
I know that Regular Show only had they only did a convention once.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the video footage of this because the creators got in trouble because they cussed. I don't remember what word they said, but they cussed at a panel, and I guess the representative of Cartoon Network was there. And he got upset with him. I don't know if that video is still on YouTube, but he gets upset and like he tells them, well, they need to also remember that there's kids in the audience. You know, and like apparently parents complain. You know why? Like, you know, Cartoon Network's a kid show, but yet I'm Cartoon Network. Regular Show's a kid show, but yet at the panel, why were they cussing?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the concept of Regular Show?
No.
Okay, so a lot of cartoonists back then, I think they still do it today, is they would have like a student project, you know, where it was a film that they did back when they were still in animation school. For a regular show, it was a short called AM to the PM. Where these two guys, it was Halloween night, and these two guys are working at a corner store. And one of them goes, "Hey, you want some candy?" And he goes, "Okay, sure." So they eat candy, but it turns out it was acid.
Oh boy.
And they start tripping, and one of them turned into Mordecai, and the other one turned to Benson. You know, and they were tripping, and a cop, you know, comes in, and they're trying to play it cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that didn't release until like when regular show was over, I believe. I mean, I know Rebecca Sugar did one too. Rebecca Sugar and Rebecca Parham. But the one Rebecca Parham did was Bottled Opera. I've seen that though. Sometimes I like to see student films just because, you know. I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite student films is called D is for David. So are you familiar with the David statue?
It's been a while.
Okay, so basically the David statue is the one of the naked men.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that statue. It's called D is for David, but I personally thought it was kind of cute because what was it? The museum came to life at night, and all the paintings were making fun of David because his parts were too small. You know, they're making fun of him. He felt self-conscious. You know, he's trying to hide it, but the ending was unexpected. In the ending of that short, he goes across a hall, right? Because there's like a pants store.
Yeah.
And he tries to put on pants. And then he sees all these girl models that want to see him, but he feels self-conscious. But when they see him, they get all over him. Because the mannequins that are at that store, they're basically Ken down there.
Oh.
You know? They don't have anything. So at the end, he goes back to his regular position, but he has all these, like, female models around him. I thought that was pretty cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought that was freaking pretty cute. So that was one of my favorite short films.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite short film growing up?
Not that I know of.
Huh. You know what? I guess I could talk about it. Okay. So one of my all-time favorite short film as a kid was Tim Burton's Vincent. Of course you remember that one because I played that nonstop. That was my favorite short film by Tim Burton, Vincent, because it was one of Tim Burton's very first, stop motion film. And of course it was pretty cool how he got Vincent Price to voice in it. And I remember one time I was showing it to my niece. I told her, hey, this was my first short film as a kid. And I played it for her, and she was creeped out about it. Yeah. And I told her, what? I thought you would like it. And she goes, this was your first short film as a kid? I go, yeah, this was my favorite because it was stop motion. And she goes, remember, Aunt, you weren't a normal kid. I go, yeah, but that was my first short film as a kid. Apparently, people think I'm weird. I mean, what have I been watching lately? Oh, I've been watching a video documentary series on Netflix about cults. Yeah, I mean, I watch a little bit of whatever, but sometimes I'll watch documentaries. Or sometimes if people recommend shows to me, I would always ask, hey, what do you recommend, this and that? And I was messaging Joe and I was bored. I go, hey, do you have a show you could recommend me? She asked, what do you have? I told her, well, I have Netflix and I have Amazon. Right?
Yeah.
And she goes, you know what? Here's a show I can recommend you. They have season 4 and 5 on Netflix.
Yeah.
What happened? You're gonna start over?
Yeah, I'm gonna try the other side because it's always the Knuckles.
Finish Knuckles. You said you're gonna finish the hero.
Yeah,
That's what you said. You said we're gonna do hero first, and then we're gonna do the villains. Come on. I'm keeping you entertained.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job as a backseat gamer, keeping you entertained. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right. What was it? Shows. Okay. So Joe recommended me to watch a show called Face Off. And I never heard about the show. I mean, I heard about the movie Face Off, but I never seen the TV show. So I started watching it. I'm almost done with season 4. And watching this show, this explains the kind of person Joe is, because Joe is an enigma. Because, you know, she's very artistic and everything, but I don't know. Have you seen Face Off?
I remember seeing bits of it off of
YouTube?
I was gonna say sci-fi.
Yeah, it's all right, guys. So if y'all are very artistic, the show Face Off is basically they get a bunch of these special effects students and they have them in a competition. And they have the biggest names in Hollywood there. You know, they have V. Neil, Patrick Tatopoulos. I don't remember the rest of their names. Anyway, so they're big names in the movie business, you know? And every week they give the artist a challenge to do a makeup inspired. You know, here's one I just saw. They did a makeup on the Egyptian gods, but it needs to be an Evil Dead theme. You know, that was pretty interesting. One of the makeup kind of looked like Eddie from Iron Maiden, though. Mm-hmm. You know, it's pretty cool and interesting, which does explain a lot of Joe's personality, because she's always creative. She likes to watch shows like that. I'm more of like a documentary. Well, I like to watch a lot of horror documentaries, though. You know, everything that has to do with...
Come on!
With... What was it? With killers. I used to watch Making a Murderer, Unsolved Mysteries. I mean, you know my taste.
Yeah.
I'll watch weird shows like that, or sometimes I'll watch like movie behind the scenes stuff. You know? Like Saturday, when I was hanging out at Brother's place, we were watching the Universal Studios attraction. What was it? It was what was it? Oh, Universal Studios haunted attractions. They had one on Chucky, and we were watching it on the Chucky TV series. Like I was telling brother, I would love to go to Universal Studios during Halloween, check out all their attraction. I would love to see the Killer Clowns, Friday the 13th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody knows my taste. Unfortunately, I know people are gonna give me shit for this, but I am unfortunately not a big fan of Stranger Things. I mean, I get the 80s aesthetic, you know, and the 80s inspired, but normally if something's so popular to me, it becomes overrated. That, and my mom would watch it and she'll ruin it. You know, that's why I don't, unfortunately, watch stuff like that. Game of Thrones is one of them. What was it? Game of Thrones, Stranger Things. There's another few shows. Karate Kid, yeah, Karate Kid. Because everybody in the house would watch it. The show I did watch was Wednesday. Obviously, Tim Burton, hello.
Yep.
You know, it's like I have to watch it. It's Tim Burton, and we did talk about it in a video, right? When I was rambling on about Danny Elfman.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm not gonna start that again, but Danny Elfman is my favorite music composer. You know, speaking of Danny Elfman, I actually took band class, and I can tell this story now because it's years later. I took band. I played the xylophones, but I also know how to play a little bit of the guitar, piano, harmonica, melodica. I know how to play a lot of instruments, but I had a band teacher that didn't like me. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna say why. Even though I was a kid and kids make mistakes, he freaking held on to it like a grudge. Anyways, what I'm talking about. Okay. So the only reason why I got to play the xylophones because I already knew how to play the piano. I was the first student of that class that already knew how to play an instrument. And at first he was impressed because I already knew, obviously, how to play the piano. But I've noticed that the popular kids were the woodwinds. You know, they were the, like, you know, the popular girls were all the clarinets, you know? Yeah, all the popular girls were all the clarinets, and the popular guys were, of course, the tuba and trombone. You know what I mean? And then I even took advanced band too, but he ignored me. Is a sad way to put it. Yeah, this teacher just straight up ignored me. He was more focused on his favorite instruments, the clarinet, and when there was a solo, he would always give it to them. You know, because those were his favorite instruments, and obviously the popular kids were his favorite, you know. If you were like the non-popular kid, you were in the back, you know, with the saxophones.
Yeah.
And the drums. Like one time during Christmas, I actually had a solo, but they took it away, and of course they gave it to the clarinet. And then when the concert came, I was happy, you know, Christmas, bells. I thought I was taking the spotlight, but he told me, no, I need you to play low. I need you to play low just so the clarinets could shine. You know, heavy favoritism. So I took advanced band. I stayed in that freaking same band for freaking 3 years because I was in middle school. And he was bragging on how well, like he was bragging how the clarinets were his favorite, how the students were his favorite. So he gave us a test, you know, because he didn't want to give out a paper sheet. So he goes, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all your final exam right now. All right, I'm going to go one by each student, and I'm going to ask y'all a question. All right, and if y'all get it wrong, so the way he did it was that if you got it right, it was 100. If you got the first time wrong, it's going to be a 70. If you got the second one wrong, you know what I mean? So he give you 3 chances, and that's it. And the funny thing about it was, obviously, since I was in the back row, it took him a while to get to me. I was just spacing out. I don't know, thinking about who knows. And he looked annoyed, because I guess whatever question he was asking all of his clarinets, they all got it wrong. You know, and I'm not thinking, oh, it's probably something complicated, like play C sharp, this and that. But again, I wasn't paying attention. And then he stops at me, and he obviously doesn't like me. He stopped at me, and he asked me, I want you to name a composer. And I said straight up Danny Elfman, and he made an annoyed face. He made an annoyed, actually he made a surprise face first, and then he made an annoyed face.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and he was surprised that I knew who that was. And he said, oh no, you're wrong, try again. I go, yeah, Danny Elfman. You told me to name a composer, and I did. Danny Elfman. Because there's a difference, obviously, between composer and lyricist.
Yeah.
Right? But he didn't believe me until he went back to his office. And he came out. And he was pissed, and he just said, like, you know, in a deep voice, very good. And then he left. You know?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until one of my other friends asked around that it turns out nobody got the question right other than me. Because, think about it, these were freaking, what was out in middle school? These were freaking, the popular girls were into freaking Jonas Brothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers, Big Time Rush, or whatever, Justin Bieber. You know, they were into those musicians. You think any of them knew what a freaking, you know, could name a composer? But yeah, so it turns out the teacher still gave everybody 100, and he still gave me a 70. Even though I was the only person that got it right. But I never bothered with it, though. You know, because I've talked about Danny Elfman hundreds of times. But yeah, to this day, a lot of them didn't stay in band. I mean, I continued with music. Just to relax, you know, not to, like, make music. Because I feel that I'm not highly skilled enough to produce my own music. You know, I wouldn't know what to do. And I can play piano, sure. Do I know the notes? Yeah. Can I read music? Yeah, but it's been years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know. I mean, I can play Baby Shark on the xylophone. Oh my gosh. I mean, nowadays you could just look up videos how to play Baby Shark, you know, how to play Baby Shark on the piano, or how to play Creeping Death on the piano. Sorry, I thought I saw the Egyptians hieroglyph and I immediately thought Creeping Death. But anyways, you know, but back then, we had YouTube, but YouTube wasn't as popular. There were some videos on YouTube, you know. But
Yeah.
But dude, I had Kingdom Hearts 2 sheet music in my freaking folder. Yeah, I had Kingdom Hearts sheet music. They were piano music because I wanted to play the theme song on piano. But unfortunately, I could only play one hand. I can't play two, which is why I didn't go so far on the piano and I moved to melodica.
Okay.
Did you ever play any instruments?
No.
I thought you did!
No, I never did.
Try for the line across. Maybe it's on top of the statue? Up there it is!
One more left.
One more left. Every time I see the Egyptian, I always think of Hotel Transylvania. What the Invisible Man said.
Yeah.
Hey, I know Murray's from Egypt, but you're the one who's in denial.
Yeah. It's here.
When I hear denial, I obviously think of Cleo Denial.
Oh yeah, Monster High.
Yeah, but you want to know something interesting that that I've noticed that I have to bring it to my niece's attention? You know, in Monster High, the dad is Ramses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna gorilla chase. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I guess we're gonna go into Bible movies. Do you remember the Prince of Egypt?
Yeah.
Okay, Ramses was the brother. Remember the one that became Pharaoh? Yeah, so in Monster High, the dad is Ramses. But what I thought was pretty interesting was that, of course, in the actual Bible story, he had a son. But in the movie, he had two daughters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I found that pretty interesting. I had to explain that to my niece when she was a kid. She goes, wait, so why did they put him to have two daughters? I go, well, I don't know.
It's closer.
Say gorilla chase. Gorillas. Come on, the last key should be like very. Remember, the explanation point's gonna pop out, so you don't have to dig everywhere. Come on, key. Oh,
Wait.
what did I tell you? Dig. What?
Okay.
I found it. You're like you're saying, sis. I digged everywhere and I found the key.
I think there's a boss battle.
Yeah, there
I
is.
think-
It's the,
yeah.
it's the ghost. Remember?
Yeah.
The one thing I never understood is the bosses. You cannot refight them again.
Yeah.
You know, but the other levels you could redo them, but the bosses you can't. That was the one thing that I freaking never understood. You know. Gorillas.
Yeah, that took a while.
Gorillas. Gorillas. Gorilla. Man, I think of the meme, the one where Jane's drawing, and like I've seen a lot of people like do the chalkboard art as Alistair, and they put me when I draw my my crush.
Yeah.
My gosh, that drawing reminded me of Maria. Man, she freaking loves Alistair. I don't know if you've seen them, but have you ever seen those commission dot where it says for $10 I'll draw you I'll draw you like, okay, kind of like the one I got a while back of me and Jax, where it goes for this much I'll draw you next to Jax. Yeah, there's one of Alistair with the chain, you know, and his staff around your neck, and it said for this much you could be right here. And my friend Maria was tempted. She goes, I'm tempted. I freaking responded to her with the gif of Kermit, because you know how there's another Kermit in front of him with the freaking hoodie and it says do it. That's what I responded with. Do it, you simp.
Yeah. Oh boy. Wait, I could dig around here?
Yeah? Why? What are you finding? Can you dig there? I go, you shouldn't, because that's a rock. You can't dig in the water?
I guess I thought there's gonna be some bonus stuff.
So what was that chow machine for again?
I don't know, but I clearly remember the GameCube version. It was for the
Yeah,
Game Boy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how is
no
it?
Game Boy Advance. Yeah,
Yeah. Couldn't you like transfer your
chows or something,
chows?
something like
Yeah.
that. Something like that. I think we might have the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure 2
I
Battle.
mean, I have a Game
to
Boy,
have
but
a-
it's in storage.
But remember, I have the GameCube Game Boy player.
Oh, look, the ghost.
Huh? Who's there?
Oh boy.
What?
It's King Boo. Wait, wrong franchise. King Boom Boo.
Because I cannot really use the name because of copyright.
Yeah, obviously. I'm trying to remember. Were you ever scared of this boss battle as a kid?
No.
I know I had people that were like, "Oh my gosh, wait, you gotta go around and then you gotta kick his butt. You gotta punch it."
Yeah.
What are you doing? I think. Oh no, you gotta. There you go. And then you fight him. He's gonna run away from you and you chase him. I think. Yeah, there you go. You gotta. You gotta dig where Shadow's at. Now beat the shit out of him.
Come on.
I believe you gotta hit him 3 times. The thing that did annoy me though, every time I fought that, is that the, you know what I mean? The freaking sound effects that he makes.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder what's everybody. Come on.
There you go.
I wonder how everybody's keeping themselves occupied now that Has-Been is on hiatus.
I forgot you can climb on the wall. Well, like I said before, they're working on it right now, but I'm enjoying all the fan art. I'm enjoying all the fan art that everybody's doing. And the comics that they're doing too.
No.
Oh, the comics that they're doing.
Oh, the
too.
comic dubs.
Not the dubs, but I'm talking about like the comic. The comics I cannot speak of is what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
You know, those kind of comics. I've been seeing a lot of fan art of Lucifer and Charlie.
Oh, you fucker.
I even been seeing YouTube videos of kids drawing Has-Been Hotel characters. But I've also noticed that those videos are like, the comments are disabled.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's
That can
fucking
happen?
bullshit. He glitched his fireball.
Oh, speaking of which, have you seen like those headsets that I believe Apple made? The one where you can go into virtual reality?
I've heard about that.
I mean, if I had them, okay, because they were saying, oh shit, who's messaging me? Oh, dang it. My roommate's awake.
Asshole.
Sorry. I didn't know my roommate was awake, because unfortunately he's not feeling good. He came home from work early. He wasn't feeling good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that they were saying with the headset technology that we're getting really closer to like Ready Player One.
Yeah, but I highly doubt that.
I mean, I like to try the headsets. Obviously, I can't waste money on that, but I like to try the headset. Because I'm not gonna lie, if we can go into the virtual reality, for some reason, I can imagine like the actual Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah.
You know, I can imagine me, Novice, and Jacob hanging out there. You know, like, hey guys, let's hang out at the hotel with our like, you know, avatars.
Hmm. Of course, the first ones that are gonna jump on it is, of course, the VTubers.
Oh dang! That's right! Would we be able to keep our models?
Yeah, because... Come here, you fucker!
I was gonna quote Loot and say, destroy that ass!
The tough thing is I don't got no rings left.
Oh, it's gonna... Well, try not to let it be a one...
Okay. Getting that ring back. Fuck. You cheating ass son of a bitch!
Hey, look, at least... Oh, wait, never mind. I take it back. Okay, now there's a little robot next to you.
Shut up, Omo Chow! Nobody likes you!
What? Omo Chow's adorable. Dang, freaking ghost. King Boom Boom.
This will be a good time for Sega to do a remaster.
Right?
Since
A lot
Sonic
of
Movie
yeah,
3.
I noticed that a lot of games are doing remaster. Like my roommate got one of the remaster of the Final Fantasy game. You know, got a remaster of one of the Final Fantasy game. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah,
He
like
did
a
the Final
remaster of these
Fantasy.
controls, and of course the camera's always been an hassle.
Yeah, but keep in mind this was back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a remaster would be nice, just saying.
Oh, well, wait and see.
Come here.
So where's the time limit on this?
The hourglass?
Oh, there goes my question. We should call Ghostbusters. Don't know how to handle this.
Yeah.
Ah, who you gonna call? Oh, did you check out the Slimer popcorn bucket?
I haven't seen pictures of it.
Yeah,
actually.
Dave Captivoba posted it on his Twitter. I was like, dude, awesome. I would like a Chucky themed popcorn bucket.
Mhm.
How would that work? Or if not, you wanna know we'll make a cool popcorn bucket? The popcorn clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? Just have the head pop out in the middle.
Mhm.
That way you can still put popcorn in it, and then when you
Yep.
like bite it, you can see more of the head.
Mhm.
How would a Has-Been Hotel themed popcorn bucket look like?
A fat nuggets popcorn bucket.
A fat nuggets popcorn bucket. Okay, I can see fat nuggets and a kiki.
Mhm.
I can see those popcorn bucket.
Yeah, like if they ever do a movie, who are they gonna get to play as who?
Well, I remember back in a really ancient live stream that Busy Pop said that if they ever do like a Has-Been Hotel movie, that she would like to do what they did for the My Little Pony movie, where they just kept the original actors, but they just got the celebrities to play all the guest roles.
That would have made perfect sense if they could have done that for the Lego Ninjago movie.
I'm not that familiar with Lego Ninjago, so I can't really say. But yeah, remember they did that for the My Little Pony movie?
Yeah, like they could have kept the TV voices of the Lego Ninjago
Yeah,
characters.
but every movie's different, though.
And not to mention, every time a series get a movie, they just change up the shading.
I mean, think of it this way. Okay, think of it this way. Like, remember when Inuyasha made its first movie, they changed the art?
Yeah.
It changed the art, but I like the fact that the composer kept the original music, but instead he add more orchestra to it, which really did make it sound beautiful. Same thing for the My Little Pony. Daniel Ingram is his name, yeah. He's the one that wrote all the memorable songs of My Little Pony. And if you're familiar, he also did Billy Bust Up. He did Fantokio's I Had Enough of You. And Barnaby's song. Yeah, Gruesome Way to Die. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. He got to work with them. He got to work with an orchestra for the My Little Pony movie.
Hmm.
Can't wait for season 2.
Hmm.
They said the focus is going to be the 3Vs, and obviously, dang it, you haven't finished seeing it, so I can't tell you my
This
thoughts.
point, I could care less. At this point, if these spoilers keep on popping out my Twitter feed, but just say it anyway.
Remember?
Yes.
Remember when you got annoyed because you saw nothing but none Alistair popping out? You were telling Dad that you were getting annoyed because nothing but none Alistair was popping out of my feed, and it turns out it was me because I kept retweeting them. I kept retweeting the none Alistair.
Hopefully the next Shark Robot merchandise have something worth buying.
I mean, I got the shirt. Shirts. More than one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do miss the Angel
Merchandise.
Valentine merchandise, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of waiting to see if they're gonna, you know, when they release any Hasbro Top merchandise. You know, Hot Topic or Spencer's.
Yeah.
Because right now I've just been buying a lot of the fan merch. Just been buying the fan merchandise, which is nothing's wrong with that. I rather support, like, you know, the artists of the community.
Oh, you fucker! You son of a bitch!
I can't think of a ghost pun. Let's ask Poopy. Ghost puns. Let's see here.
I'll make sure this ghost has his last adventure. Get it? Pac-Man Goes to the Adventures.
Check this out, check this out. What did the ghost who crashed the Halloween party say?
I don't know.
I'm here for the booze.
Tch. Come on, I know I
Wait,
can do
can't read
this.
that word.
I'm tired of
Here's
your...
one. What do ghosts do to avoid dying in car crashes?
I don't know.
They buckle their sheet belt. What's a ghost's favorite type of pie?
I don't know.
Blueberry. Let's see here. What kind of street do ghosts prefer to live on?
I don't know.
A dead end.
Tch.
Wow. Okay, here's one. Why do girl ghosts go on diets?
I don't know.
So they can keep their ghoulish figure.
I'm getting sick of your shit, ghost.
I'm trying to read it to you. Oh, what kind of writer did the ghost hire to write his biography?
I don't know.
A ghost writer, duh.
I finally got the fucker.
Nice.
I was getting sick of its trolling.
Whew, finally. That was pretty rough.
We did it! Let's go, Amy!
What the hell were the three of you were doing?
Right? Knuckles, what the heck were y'all doing while I was fighting the ghost?
Sonic!
I think this is where you fight Gollum, right? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So when does he have time to make all these robots?
I know.
Or does he just make robots that makes other robots?
I guess so.
I wonder where the weakness is.
Pretty obvious on the head.
Why does it remind me of Doctor's Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb? You know? I tried to take over the war, like, you know, I tried to take over the tri-state area, but I ended up putting the self-destruct button on the bottom of their shoe.
Yep.
My gosh. So I never understood what were those lights for. I mean, if I was that golem and if I couldn't see you, I would have freaking, you know, at least moved.
Yeah.
Or can he feel? Can rocks feel?
I don't know.
No, they can't. Ah, now they're moving. Now they're moving. Except for those three.
What the fuck?
Ah, Sonic. Okay, I guess he probably destroyed those buttons. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that that's what that was for. See?
Yeah.
See, I didn't freaking know that. You know, when I first got the Nintendo DS, it came with the free game. Well, it came with 2 free games. One of them was Sonic Rush. And I remember me and little brother saw the review. So you could choose to play as Sonic, or you could choose to play as Blaze. When you play as Blaze, you get Dr. Eggman, but when you play as Sonic, you get Eggman Nega. And the thing that I always thought was funny was that when you finish like the area you're at, you fought Eggman, and he'll get mad and he'll go, "You'll regret this." And for some reason, it was freaking hilarious. Because the video review just played that all the way. You'll regret this. You'll regret this. It was just so funny. The other game that came, which I never understood how to fucking play it, was it was that truck game.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea was like, you know what? Let's turn truckers into a game. But it was terrible, to say the least. I mean, I ended up trading the game right after having it. I mean, I did try to play it. It was annoying because there's these 3 characters. There's a really old guy, a young guy, and a woman, right? And the objective is that you live in a trailer with your mom, but you're a trucker, so you gotta go earn money. And the way for you to earn money is that you have stuff in your truck and you could drive to places. You could drive to places, you could sell your load, buy a new load, drive to another place. I mean, it was realistic. You have to put gas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was pretty boring though, and the music sucked. All they had was pop music. I mean, the radio station only had 3. It was pop and pop, country. There was no rock, but there was a hillbilly station. I mean, it was kind of like hillbilly music, but they call it Hillbilly 101, and all it goes is yee-haw, and then it just plays a banjo over and over again. Yeah, that game was freaking boring, so I played the Sonic Rush instead. I was like, I'll play Sonic over this truck driving video game. Wait, I just realized his head's down. So when his head's down, you could jump, and can you like push the
Nobody
button on
tried
the
that.
Oh, okay. You're like, nope, too late, sis. I've already tried it.
What the fuck?
What?
I need rings.
You want to know what movie I felt like watching?
What?
I felt like watching The 13 Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was I mean, I remember that was one of the movies we watched over and over again. The 13 Ghost. Do you remember The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo?
Oh, yeah. But I forgot how we never got an ending to that series anyway.
I thought we did we?
No?
Remember the Scooby movies they used to play like close to Halloween back in the 90s on Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite, well, okay, before Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School came out, one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies was when Shaggy got turned into a wolf, where they're looking for the new Wolfman for a race.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing that confused me is that Shaggy had a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
But how come she's never mentioned ever again? You know, was she just for the movie?
Guess so. You always gotta have these characters who fill in.
And I find it funny because the other thing Shaggy wanted to do was eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she would serve him his food, and I'm like, wow, why does this feel like my roommate?
Finally. Yeah, like again, you gotta have characters to fill the others while they're not there.
Yeah, so did it ever show what happened to them?
Nope.
Well, yeah, you know, while he was in the race, what happened to the other characters?
They never explain on what they were doing.
Yeah, and then in the 13 Ghosts, I know it was just Shaggy. Was it his girlfriend or was it a different girl?
I think it was a different one.
And then it was that little boy, but it never showed Daphne in them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like that 13 Ghosts, obviously, because it was, you know, scarier. Well, not scarier. You know, it wasn't like a typical Scooby-Doo gang where hey, they're hiding under a rubber mask. They were actually a real ghost. And also, Vincent Price was there.
Mm-hmm. And of course, some people keep on forgetting about the OKKO special.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the ghouls.
I remember that.
And I'm surprised that one of the ghoul girls were asking whatever happened to that guy with the Great Dane.
Oh, yeah. I remember I was talking to somebody on Twitter about that. We were talking about who was our favorite Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School character. I always liked Winnie.
The only thing in the cargo bay are those master emeralds.
I always liked Winnie because pretty obvious Winnie was, you know, the tomboy, the athlete.
Oh no!
You know, I was that kid growing up.
Hmm.
Inside the space colony Ark.
What's up with that knucklehead anyway? Trying to take over the shuttle. I thought we were toast for sure. Huh?
Knuckles took off.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he bailed.
He bailed.
Duh. Or how did the Flash say it in the movie? Did he just bail on us?
Oh yeah.
Because of a terrible accident. The first Bernoulli spherical space colony, called ARC. When it was operational,
I heard that they already started recording for the Sonic movie 3. Like
Yeah.
all the filming is done now, they just have to do the voicing.
now it's an
I was gonna say, don't think I had to do the voicing first, but then again, I'm used to animated projects.
Yeah, but remember, because the strikes kind of put a dent to most of these projects.
I still want to see the Coyote versus Acme movie.
I know, everybody does.
I mean, it just occurred to me when I was reading the article that that he's suing the company Acme for all the products that he used.
All the failed products.
Isn't that a chaos emerald? It looks like it, doesn't it? But in fact, it's a fake one I created after researching the real emerald. It has the same wavelength and properties, but it's less powerful than the real one.
So how did he manage to create a new emeralds? Because emeralds take a while to grow.
And blow up.
Yeah, but he created a fake one. It still functions, but it's not going to be strong as the real one.
To be fair, they do grow diamonds in labs now.
Yeah.
Okay?
So the plan is, we'll switch the chaos emeralds when the machine is stopped, right?
So how do they hide things if they don't have any pockets? Is it a My Little Pony thing?
I don't know.
Or are they like otters that have that secret pocket inside of their chest?
Mm-hmm. Hang on, after this. Yeah, my hands were hurting after the 2 boss battles.
Alright, so let's do this. Let's save our next episode for the space arc.
Yes.
After the space arc, final boss, and then you could do the villains. Like
Yeah,
you
alright,
wanted.
alright.
Even though you said, and I quote, we're gonna do the heroes first and then the villains.
I'm surprised you remembered that.
I know, right? I mean, I don't even freaking remember a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll call this a done. Well, have a great day. Good night. Bye.
Bye.